Hashtag journey of destiny in a quiet town in the heart of the USA. There lived a young black woman named Zara, an orphan since the age of 8. Zara's life was molded by sorrow and solitude. Her father, a hardworking man, was often away, lost in the demands of his job. Back at home, Zara endured the harshness of her wicked stepmother, who thrived on making Zara's life miserable, reminding her constantly of her past and belittling her dreams. Craving freedom and a life filled with purpose, Zara often daydreamed about leaving her small town and exploring the world. On one particularly gray afternoon, after a harsh reprimand from her stepmother, Zara's heart broke. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she realized that she couldn't bear the loneliness any longer. With an unwavering determination, she packed a small bag and left her old life behind, never looking back. As she wandered through the bustling streets of a nearby city, she felt lost but alive for the first time. Exploring her new surroundings, she stumbled upon a quaint little bookstore nestled between tall buildings. The warm glow of the shop felt inviting, and she stepped inside. The scent of aged paper and ink filled the air, and her eyes widened at the vast array of books. Among the countless titles, one book stood out to her, a worn copy of The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Drawn to its message of pursuing one's personal legend, Zara felt as if it was calling to her. She purchased the book with the little money she had and found solace in its pages, learning about following one's dreams and listening to the signs the universe sends our way. Over the next few days, Zara earned small amounts of money by doing odd jobs in the city. She made a humble living but spent every free moment engrossed in the world of books. Each story fueled her ambition and gave her clarity. Inspired by Santiago's journey in The Alchemist, Zara began to believe there were treasures awaiting her, just as there had been for the shepherd boy who pursued his dreams. Days turned into months, and Zara made many friends in the city's vibrant community. They shared dreams of a better life and encouraged one another to chase those aspirations. Yet, deep inside, she missed her father. Even though he was part of the reason for her escape, her heart ached to share her journey with him. Meanwhile, her father, realizing Zara's absence, grew increasingly worried. He often thought back to the times he had prioritized work over family. He had known about his wife's cruelty, but had hoped that love would mend their relationship. But the moment he discovered Zara was gone, something shifted within him. He understood his daughter had been running from not just her stepmother, but from a world that suffocated her. Driven by love, he set out to find her, vowing to leave the wicked woman behind for good. When he finally tracked Zara down at a community gathering, the reunion was bittersweet. Zara, now a determined young woman who had transformed her pain into strength, explained to her father the journey she had taken and the lessons she learned from reading The Alchemist. In that moment, Zara's father felt the weight of years lift off his shoulders. He needed to let go of the darkness that had clouded their family for so long. He apologized for not being there and vowed to choose love over obligation. Together, they made plans to return home and confront the situation together, forming a new bond built on trust and understanding. Zara's escape had led her not only to discover her own strength, but also to rekindle a precious relationship with her father. Inspired by the journey and the wisdom of the stories she had read, she embraced the new world before her, ready to craft a life filled with hope, dreams, and the knowledge that true treasure lies within each of us when we dare to follow our hearts. Epilogue. Zara continued to explore the city and dive deeper into literature, eventually becoming a writer herself, sharing her story with others so they too could find the courage to pursue their own personal legends. Each time she penned a word, she remembered the old bookstore and The Alchemist, the catalyst that turned her life in a new direction. Her journey had just begun, and with it, her tale of hope spread further, igniting dreams in the hearts of many.